My earliest memories of football are going to watch my dad play every Saturday afternoon. You know, my dad was a terrific non-league footballer and I used to love to go and watch him play. When I was younger, I used to go and watch Arsenal. And anybody in London, me and my dad were football fanatics. The greatest game I ever saw was Arsenal versus Man United, the week before Munich, when we lost so many fantastic young players in the tragic Munich air crash at Highbury. It finished 5-4 to Man United. And then it was an amazing game of football, and then they flew off to play in Belgrade, and the Man United, and they crashed obviously in Munich and lost so many of the finest young footballers and young people. You know, I'll never forget that. It was amazing. And to have been at the last game they played was an amazing memory. I would have been a docker. I'd have worked in the docks with my dad. Everybody in East London, where I grew up, end up as dockers. We all went to work in the dock. All my mates, when I left school, will become dockers, and that's, I'm sure, what I would have ended up doing. I think the future of football's fantastic. You know, crowds are great, stadiums are fantastic. You know, training grounds are getting better. Everything about the game, I think, is, you know, it's still a great game. It's still the best game in the world. Because they love their team and they get behind their team, and it's a way of life, you know. Especially, I think, when you go to the smaller clubs, I still think that people who support smaller town clubs, you know, in the lower divisions, I think they're special people. That's their team. They grow up there. They love their team, and I think they're fantastic. Them people who stick with their team rather than always jumping onto a big club. I love football because I've always loved football. It's something I grew up with. It was the only thing I was ever interested in at school and ever wanted to do was to play football and be involved in football. And I've been so lucky to have been involved in it ever since I was 15 years of age. It's been amazing for me.